this. I keep forgetting about this, man, when they do this whole preview thing. You know, shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. It wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be possible. I was sitting here talking for about 2 minutes, you guys. I was a little bit late, but not that late. You know, forgive me. But listen, don't judge me. Listen, you guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. You know, shout out to you guys. Shout out to all my subscribers, new and old, and my TikTok family. Ooh, sorry about that. Audio's good. You know what I'm saying? You guys hit that like button. Look, I wanted to talk tonight about how they're hungry and they're upset that we're not chasing them. You know what I mean? Turn it down to a little bit more. Yeah. You know, it's one thing to be mad at the Pookies and the Ray Rays and all that stuff, but then to be mad at us because we're not chasing you, that's a new level. That is a new level. Let me go ahead and get this set up right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and hear all that. That's a bit too much, you know? So tonight we're going to talk about, you know, we're going to react to some of these women going off. But I'm also going to go ahead and show the stats that I was talking about from this young man, medium man, like I was talking about earlier. He's a stat man. So he's got the numbers where these women are talking about they're more educated and they're making more money than us. The numbers that he's going to show are numbers from 2022. So don't get it twisted. You guys do me a favor as well. Hit that like button. I can't stress it enough. YouTube is tripping for whatever reason, working our way out the rabbit hole or whatever they got us in, you know, shadow ban for whatever reason. Let's go on ahead and click over to the next track here. Alright, turn this down just a little bit. Alright, let's get this party started. No further ado. Fair use, fair use, fair use. You know what I'm saying? This first young man right here, Ace Nate, he is pretty big on YouTube, looks like, got 60-something thousand subscribers. This man right here got a good video here. I don't have to say too much, but I will jump in and drop some commentary here and there. I appreciate you guys joining me. Let's get this party started with no further ado. Turn it around like that. There we go.
My sister, allow me to rescue you from your intellectual masturbation because you're busy embarrassing yourself.
Hang on, you guys. I'm working on something here. All right. Looking good, looking good.
Let me try to bring you up to speed. You ladies were here on social media bragging to us that you don't need us, you just want us. So what we are doing as men is that
Excuse me.
we respect your claim that you don't need us, so we stop bothering you. You are dealing with a generation of men who are not desperate to sleep with you, my sister. I say hi to you, you ignore me, I leave you alone. You give me your numbers, I call you, you don't pick up, and then you don't get back to me, I block and delete. I text you, you text me 24 hours later, I block and delete.
All right, y'all, so serious question, right? Why is it that the new generation of men want to be pursued? Like, they want women to chase after them in order for them to feel like a woman is worthy of them chasing her or pursuing her or going out their way to make her feel special. Like, when was it a thing for a man to automatically feel like he's the prize? Like, is it
because a lot of us are fake from the inside and out. They don't know what to believe. A lot of us are looking like drag queens going to a drag show, and we all know what drag queens are. No one needs all of that makeup, and no one needs all of those alterations. If you haven't noticed, a lot of these guys are going overseas to get women who are not trying to be something that they're not.
Yes, yes. And the other thing is they like the chase. Women really like the chase. We don't talk about this enough. It's exciting to know you won the prize.
All right, y'all, so serious question, right? Why is it that the new generation of men want to be pursued? Like, they want women to chase after them in order for them to feel like a woman is worthy of them chasing her or pursuing her or going out their way to make her feel special. Like, when was it a thing for a man to automatically feel like he's the prize? Like, is it a money thing? Is it like, I don't like that. Like, y'all very sassy. Like, y'all want to be women so bad. And I'm not bashing all men. All men don't act like that, so don't.
All right, so this part right here is, man, when these low IQ females say stuff like this, because we have standards and boundaries, so we're sassy, and now that means we want to be women. What are they talking about? What she's trying to say is the way it used to be where men pursued women. I guess they're trying to say that we're trying to be like that. We're really not. We're just not trying to pursue deadbeats. We're not trying to pursue horrible females. We're not trying to pursue women that spend their money on a bunch of stupid stuff, trying to be somebody when they're not, trying to impress everybody that don't need to be impressed. We're just done with so many bodies that we couldn't pair bond with them if you wanted to. We're just done, okay? And it's 2023, and with that being said, you should be trying to adjust your way of thinking, because y'all have drilled it in our heads that us approaching you is weird and creepy, yet you still want to be approached. Well, if it's not about getting an ego trip, then you should be okay with approaching men. That way, you've already somewhat vetted the man that you're approaching. You at least know you're attracted to him. So all this other stuff is just babbling nonsense. It's just babbling nonsense, man. I mean, really. And they get so upset because they can't have their cake and eat it too. They want to have it both ways. They really do. And they get so upset. So I love seeing this kind of stuff. When they start gaslighting and stuff like this, and all this extra that's not needed, it goes to show that even though, they're claiming, oh, we're good, we don't need you, and we got options. Options can't be that great if they're on here running their mouth, whining and crying. We're not crying about. We don't even care what they do. Why are they so worried about? We don't care what they do. But it is what it is. Let's continue.
Don't come in my comments.
Hit that like button, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. Hit that like button.
It's trying to feel crazy, but I just really want to know, like, this has been on my mind so heavy lately. Like, men really want you to pursue them and to do the utmost to prove that you really want to mess with them, or you really want to, you interested, or what. Ew. Where's your balls, sweetie?
Because a lot of us are fake from the inside and out.
Absolutely.
They don't know what to believe. A lot of us are looking like drag queens going to a drag show. And we all know what drag queens are. No one needs all of that makeup, and no one needs all of those alterations. If you haven't noticed, a lot of these guys are going overseas to get women who are not trying to be something that they're not. When they got all of these pretty women on this side of town, like, that's not okay. Let's get it together and figure out what they're trying to get. Because obviously they ain't trying to get nothing over here. And you should ask yourself, why is that? Don't just say they're crazy. No, they're not crazy. They're trying to get something more traditional. Because a lot of us are not traditional. We're not even traditional looking. And we're not even traditional acting either. We're as masculine as we can be. And ain't nobody trying to pursue that. Wake up and stop complaining.
Hearing that clip, it's actually like good news to me. Like, this is great. I was not aware that men are actually making more women qualify themselves to them.
Absolutely, we are. We're not playing about it. Absolutely. And I appreciate you men standing your ground.
And what's happening here probably is, they're qualifying you to see if you're good for an actual commitment, an actual relationship, which is a very intelligent thing to do. And honestly, and really when you're dealing with women, you do want them to qualify themselves to you. Like, this is how it should be. The problem with men chasing women is that it doesn't work out well for the longevity of the relationship, and it doesn't work out for the man or the woman. The woman ends up feeling like she didn't have to work to get your affection. She didn't have to work to get you. And the problem is that there's so many men typically available to women that when they feel like, right, they didn't have to work for your affection, they didn't have to qualify themselves to you, they didn't have to work for it, it doesn't work out. So it's so interesting how they want it to be the way of men have to qualify themselves to women. But when men are doing this to women, it doesn't work out. They don't like it. They lose respect for the guy. They walk all over him. They don't even want him. But when a woman qualifies herself to you, when she works for your affection, when she feels like she had to earn your commitment, that's what they want. This is a new idea where like men are getting on the knee and pedestalizing the women and, oh, you know, let me qualify myself to the woman. The woman is so special. This doesn't work. You as a man constantly trying to qualify yourself to her is a very easy way to completely lose the woman.
Absolutely.
Like if you're constantly trying to prove to her, well, you're a good guy for her, it's not going to work, man.
And ladies, y'all know what this man is saying is true. You can get mad at us, but this man is making a base argument here. You know, when you guys have guys throwing themselves at you, if it's an alpha or not, you're still, a lot of these alphas be like, you know what I'm saying, tricking a little bit, and you know what I mean, to spend the money on them. You know, these women don't really respect them like that. But when a woman vets herself and has to work towards the guy, she appreciates him, and she's more scared to lose him than the other way around. I'm being real. This guy's, he's talking real.
So it's funny how she wants it to be the opposite. She doesn't want to have to work for a man. She wants a man to have to work for her. But it's like, hey, woman, don't you realize you don't even want that?
Men are so inconsistent. They're so soft. They want to be chased.
My sister, allow me to rescue you from your intellectual masturbation because you're busy embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, it's just so funny. She's so, like, flustered. Do you think if she didn't like that he was making her chase him, would she really care enough to make a video? If this was some guy, some beta male, like, qualifying himself to her, is she going to make a video about him? No, she's flustered by this guy. She's got the tingles. She likes it. She likes it, but she doesn't like it because it's not easy. She's used to it being easy. I mean, this is the thing, man.
Let me try to bring you up to speed. You ladies were here on social media bragging to us that you don't need us, you just want us. So what we are doing as men is that we respect your claim that you don't need us, so we stop bothering you, and then we practice self-control. We practice to control our sexual urges because that's where our greatest weakness lies.
Absolutely.
Being desperate to get between your legs.
Absolutely.
You are dealing with a generation of men who are not desperate to sleep with you, my sister. I say hi to you. You ignore me, I leave you alone. You give me your numbers, I call you, you don't pick up, and then you don't get back to me, I block and delete. I text you.
This is it right here.
You text me 20.
Block and delete. That's it right there. Block and delete. Shout out to my African brother out here, man. Listen, Bougie Kings, we're blocking and deleting you. I know I'm pausing it a lot, but I always do. This is what I do. But, man, listen, block and delete. Block and delete. There's no time wasted. We don't need to get back to you. You don't need to get back to us. You would be women. I've had women having full conversations with me, sending me videos of them doing all kind of stuff, and then just disappear the next day like it's nothing, right? Like her boyfriend was away or something and she was bored. Do you think I care? Absolutely not. I could care less. Block and delete. You know, they have a good time doing this kind of stuff and thinking that they're leaving us in some kind of mental, you know, prison or no. We're good. Block and delete. You know what I mean? Bougie Kings.
24 hours later, I block and delete. I text you. I try to arrange for a date. You send me from pillar to post. Hey, I'm busy. Hey, I'll let you know. I block and delete, my sister.
Absolutely.
We get into the bedroom. I initiate sex. You play hard to get. You say no. I leave you alone.
Absolutely.
We are not pushing.
No.
You are dealing with a generation of men who are learning to respect themselves. We are not going to pay you for sex, my sister. This so-called girlfriend allowance, you ladies trying to gaslight us using our African brothers, saying
Absolutely.
they are better than us, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. If they're better than us, that's fine. Go be with them. But we are going to adapt, my sister. Men are
Yes,
adapting. If you put something that is alive to certain conditions for far too long, that thing will adapt to those conditions and learn to live under those conditions, which is what you ladies have been subjecting men to lately. I don't need you, I just want you, blah, blah, blah. Men are adapting. This is the consequences of your stupidity. Men no longer beg you. Men are no longer desperate to get between your legs.
absolutely.
We won't pay you to be in relationship with us, my sister. You play games, we move on. We won't pay for affection, we won't beg for affection, my sister. That is what you are dealing with lately. That's why you're so lost. You are used to men chasing you, men begging you, sending men from pillar to post. We won't do that anymore, my sister.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with men not chasing women, there could be a lot of reasons as to why they aren't doing it. Like, okay, maybe the dude actually just doesn't like you that much. Like,
I mean, that is a possibility, but we're letting you know that it's just us not chasing period anymore. The standards are up. You're going to have to prove yourselves more, and being halfway cute is not enough. The mileage, absolutely not. No.
like maybe that's why he isn't chasing you. Maybe this dude is out of your league. Maybe he's not into you. I mean, maybe you're overweight, unattractive, and you're old. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why these dudes aren't chasing you. I would imagine it's probably that, right? Because let's look at the person who is saying they aren't being chased. Let's be totally real. Who would who would chase it, right? Who would chase that woman? I would probably say these dudes just aren't really. I think they're good on you, right?
Yes,
But
and the other thing is they like the chase. Women
They?
really like the chase. We
They
don't
really
talk
do.
about this enough. It's exciting to know you won the prize.
Wait a minute. What? I'm not.
There's a
heard-
chase going on. When a
There's
man
so many
pull-
things that men don't know about women. This is another
listen,
one.
When men pull back from us, we want to win you, just
tell
like
you this
men
all
do
the time.
with women. It's no different. It's the competitive
Listen,
nature.
men are pretty lazy. When a girl pulls back, men are like, okay,
Not all
what's
men.
for dinner?
So Dr. Drew here, he's actually right. And what the woman is kind of saying, she's saying that men like to chase just as much as women like to chase. And that's wrong. But Dr. Drew here is right because he's saying, well, men don't like to chase as much as women do. And the reason why is, I was reading an article, right, and it was saying sperm is cheap where eggs are expensive. So for men, we like to see interest. Interest is like a key indicator for us. We are qualifying. But with women, right, their eggs are expensive, so they are kind of more so looking to disqualify and look for a more supreme mate. And that's where hypergamy comes into play, the dual mating strategy. But absolutely, women respond to the chase much more than men do. And that's why what I was saying earlier on in the video, it's very important that you make women feel like they had to work to get your affection. And so he's absolutely right. Men don't respond to the chase as much as women do.
Not
I'm
all
just
men,
saying,
Not the
for-
LA
for-
male.
for the-
That's for sure.
But what depends who they're pursuing, I
Right.
bet. I mean, and that really is more about who they're
We
pursuing.
work harder to get you like us, is what I'm saying.
So is that something that they see as competitive amongst other women, maybe? Are they thinking of other women? Because women are so
No,
competitive amongst
I
themselves.
think they want to know that no matter what they want, we're going to dance for them. We're going to drop everything for them, and they're the one. And then they lose interest because it's too easy. So it works a cycle. It's a very competitive cycle.
All right, let's go.
Well, she was right in saying that women like to chase, but she was wrong in saying that men like to chase just as much as women do. Anyways, to sum up this video, yes, you absolutely, if you are still dating women or you're still looking to see women, you absolutely need to make them chase you. You need to make them feel like they had to work for you. Imagine this. You get into a relationship, you're 2 years into the relationship, and this woman always knows in the back of her mind, it really wasn't that much of a challenge to get you. You didn't make her qualify herself to you. You didn't have a sort of checklist she had to go through. You didn't screen her for red flags, and she knows that. And you really think that is going to be a good way to get good behavior out of her?
Absolutely
And
not.
people will hear me say, "Oh, you want good behavior out of your girlfriend? What a pig." Well, here's the thing, man. If you don't have good behavior out of a woman, and she didn't have to work for you, that's going to be a nightmare for you as a dude. Like, she's going to be bringing up arguments. She's probably going to cheat on your ass.
Yep.
It is not going to be a good relationship, and it's not going to be a good relationship for her either. Like I said, women, they want to have to qualify themselves to you. They want to have to work for you. This is information people need to hear. And it's so funny how these women are upset that they're having to chase these men. But they know they like it. They know they don't like when men are just super easy. They don't respect those dudes. They punish them for that shit.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Before we get started, let me go ahead.
I'm a nomad, so I'm like all over the place. Like,
here we go again.
More black women are graduating from colleges, which in turn will mean that of course there's black men that are doing well, but if you have more black women graduating from college, more likely more black women might do more than financially better than black men.
This is what she's doing once again. Kendra G has not evolved from when she had that conversation.
This is Media Man, all about stats and facts.
With Rebecca Lynn Pope. There were multiple videos out there that was saying that are men in general being more desirable when they get older.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding.
Absolutely.
And the exact opposite is true for black women.
And I told you guys that there's going to come a time where she's going to come back and say something crazy about black men. So these women are not on your side completely. The same thing with Kendra G. Kendra G understands what's going on in the dating market.
Child, some women are mad at me because I said that women keep focusing on tall, dark, and handsome, 6 figures, and they're passing up the good guy, the nice guy that wants to take you out. Why should we have to settle, Kendra? We should have somebody on our level.
However, she has not done her research in regards to the financial aspect and also on the college education aspect. Here's a prime example of what I'm talking about.
This is just an example. My women who make 6 figures or more than likely will never date a man that works at Burger King. Whereas, and this is where the challenge becomes, because, and this is what's happening right now, the lopsidedness in the black community, because here's the deal. White women don't really have these challenges because in the financial income, white men rule the world. White men are the highest paid people in America.
Right. Wrong.
Now, I think I'm not sure they're the richest. I think, I think Jewish to me is white, but you get the point I'm saying, right?
I got you.
And she's basically saying that white women don't have these issues with trying to date down, so to speak, meaning that they have to marry a guy who makes less than them. That's actually untrue. White women do this routinely. They marry down what they consider down routinely. But I'm gonna let her continue. Listen to what she has to say, guys.
So for most cases, white women don't have to consider dating a man that makes less. Now, in the black community, black women have more college degrees than black men. It's just what it is.
There you go again. They keep leaning on that we have more college degrees. And the reason why she mentioned that is because of this. Here we go.
More black women are graduating from colleges, which in turn will mean that of course there's black men that are doing well, but if you have more black women graduating from college, more likely more black women might do more than financially better than black men.
Did you guys hear?
He's about to say it, but wordplay, right? Just because more black women are graduating from college doesn't mean that they're more educated or they're finishing college, right? There's just more of them enrolling. Like, it's wordplay, man, right? But they'll take these talking points and make it seem like they're more educated and they're graduating more.
Hear that? She said so this is what she's doing once again. Kendra G has not evolved from when she had that conversation with Rebecca Lynn Pope.
Black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're starting businesses. Black women are running circles around men. If black women are excelling at such an accelerated rate, how do men keep up with that?
There were multiple videos out there that was saying that, hey, this is false. Black women do not make more than black men. She has yet to do the research. And frankly, I don't think she cares, because it makes black women feel like they're doing better than black men. And that's the problem. When you have these conversations on these large platforms, you put this narrative out there that black women are doing so much better than black men. They're going to go home thinking that black men are less than them, when it's based off of a false narrative. It's a lie. So she's equating college degrees to more income. You know that that's not true. But this is the narrative that we see from most of our women. And in the comment section, it was the same thing. On the live, it was the same thing. They were like, yep, that's right, girl. We do better than black men. But I got something for y'all asses.
Always
Let's
competition.
So then we have it's lopsided, right? Because a black woman definitely wants her equal. She wants a man on her financial level, such as yourself. But are there enough men for every black woman that's in that financial tax bracket? And then that's where the challenge comes into play. But the difference is a black man, as yourself, who makes six figures, would date a woman at Burger King.
So she's saying that black women want a man who is their financial equal. Let me show the black community something. Let's look at individual income. This was just updated, and I don't think anybody has seen this until I talked about it about 2 weeks ago. Look at that. What does that say, guys?
Look at the stats.
The median income for full-time workers for black men was $50,000. Yes, we are $12,000 behind all men. However, $50,000, which is half of $100,000, is what black men made in 2022. Black women made $44,000 a year in 2022. And let me be clear with this. I'm going to read this off. Let me put myself up here so I can be clear to women like Kendra G and other people who believe that black women out-earn black men and they want to date somebody at their financial level. You know what black women's financial level is to black men? It's $5,870 less than black men, and 13%, which is 2.6 million black men, made $75,000 or more.
Shout out to black
men. In comparison, only 9% of black women made $75,000 or more. And let me give you the numbers of that, just because just in case you don't believe me. So, as you can see here from blackdemographics.com, they have two numbers quoted. I didn't want to shortchange black women, so I did the numbers for both. According to the American Community Survey from the U.S. Census Bureau, the black female population in the United States was 21.7 million in 2018. This is 52% of the total black population compared to black males, who make up 48% of the black population. So you see here, they have 21.7 million, and right here they have 22 million. I didn't want to shortchange black women, right? So I did the numbers for both, just so you guys can understand how much of a difference there is with men who are making $75,000 or more and black women who are making $75,000 or more. If you go to black women, 9% from 21.7 million, that's 1.9 million, 53,000 from the 21.7 million population, the number that they quoted in Black Demographics. But I also did the number for the 22 million, which comes to 1,980,000 black women. That's the 9%. So I did the numbers for both. That's a 647,000 men difference from 21.7 million and a 620,000 difference of black men who make over $75,000 a year.
Absolutely.
So that many more black men can't find a black woman on their financial level.
Facts.
So no matter how you cut it, black men still out-earn black women.
These are the facts.
So when you're talking about this on your financial level, what? $44,000. We got that.
Absolutely.
And then some.
Yep.
Now what? This is black women making more than black men. What the hell wrong with y'all? Why don't y'all use Google? Why don't y'all look at the numbers? Because you don't know how much damage you're doing to the black community.
Oh, they know.
When you keep putting this false ass narrative out there and you making all these black women who already hate black men think that they're doing better than us. They're not. 44,000 as opposed to 50,000. So if you're going to consider yourself a person in these spaces, and I'm talking to Kendra G, you say that you're supposed to be educated and you're not doing your research and you continuously going on your platform parroting this false narrative to your predominantly black female audience. They left that live stream thinking that they were just sitting on their high horse, doing so much better than black men. When it's not true. What's wrong with these people, man? If you don't believe me, hold on, let me show you something real quick. Let's look at the numbers because I'm just talking. I'm just a black man, right? Just a black man. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if that's true. If black women who have college degrees out-earn black men. Here we go. Black wages by education. Yes, if you do the research, the numbers are there. And this is second quarter 2022.
Brand new numbers.
Very recent. Black men with less than a high school diploma make $597 compared to black women's $532. Well, black men beat them there. High school graduates with no college, black men, $754. And this is by week, right? What do black women make? $653 a week with a high school diploma. So black men beat them there. Let's go to some college, no degree. $814 for black men. Black women, $777. Black men win there. Associate's degrees. Black men, $899. Black women, $736. Black men win again. Black men with bachelor's degree only, $1,167. Black women, $995. Whoa, black men win again.
You're getting the
Advanced
point.
degrees,
You know what I'm saying?
$1,561. Black women, with the highest amount of children when they go to college at 40%. If you're going to continue using this argument of black women have more degrees, okay, fine. Don't forget to say that black women have the most debt from college.
Facts.
And they have the most children when they go to college.
Facts.
Does that level the playing field? Black women?
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Want to drop those facts at the end. About to get on TikTok, my backup channel, and work out. You guys hit that like button now more than ever. It's so important with YouTube tripping. Drop a comment if you enjoyed the live. If you agree or disagree, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? In the comment section. I appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and light.